welcome back to Fountain Studios. We are back here again. CJ is not drunk. That's always good. We have our guest today. Carly Reeves, the very funny, talented Carly Reeves. You guys might recognize her from Claim to Fame and other stuff. I mean, you've done other things, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like what? Like you've done commercials. Yeah. You've done other things though, like commercials and movies. Have you done movies? Any movies or?
The only big movies I've done are Larry Crown, Raise Your Voice, Charlie Wilson's War, and
Charlie Wilson's War. Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Where were we on that? I should have looked you up. I guess I don't know. I've known
Ashley Rimsdale. You know when it's like right before he meets Julia Roberts.
Yeah.
And they're at that big party, that ball. I'm the slave girl. That's my title. I'm a slave girl that I'm being auctioned off to the men. It's like you don't know this?
Okay.
It's like the very beginning of the scene. It's almost like a intro into the scene.
You know what? It's weird because I know you as just a person. I don't really know you as a celebrity. I really just, I met you at Barney's Beanery, one of my favorite watering holes, and I just think you were absolutely hilarious back then, and I've known you for a while now, and I think that you're very fun. You've done a lot of my sketches.
I have.
Yeah, and you did Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Marjorie Taylor Greene. That was the famous almost viral.
Almost viral. Didn't get a million, but it got 100,000 more than that.
What is considered viral these days?
I think 1 million.
Okay.
1 million would be viral, so we just need maybe 850,000 more views, and then it'll be viral. But,
yeah.
But you
even with that terrible, it was just everything was so funny about that. It was just we didn't think it was going to go big at all.
I didn't know what was going to happen because that was during COVID. So it was but it got a lot of views and I got a lot of hate. I mean, a lot of right wing Republicans were attacking me and saying how dare you make fun of it was so bad. And
it's only gotten worse since then.
Yeah, so we're not going to get into politics here.
Yeah, let's not, please.
We got CJ on the ones and twos. Yo, what up, CJ? How you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah, are you sober?
No.
You're buzzed.
I'm fine, man. Jesus Christ.
I always have to ask you, man.
You just ask every day. You wake up and go, oh, CJ. Oh God, I gotta watch the baby. But CJ, oh man,
is CJ drunk? When you send me a text message, I'm like, "Are you drunk?"
I have ADD, and on top of that, I'm at work. You're texting me, and I'm just let me reply real quick. Sometimes I use the voice. I'm in the elevator. I'm busy.
Okay, well, either way, thank you, CJ, for not being drunk. I appreciate it.
I am drunk.
Oh, son of a bitch. Carly, you grew up here in Los Angeles, right?
I did.
Where'd you grow up?
I did. I grew up in Reseda. Living in Reseda.
What? Is that a song?
Yeah, it's Tom Petty, bro.
Oh. She's a bad girl living in... Oh, geez.
She's a small... What's the word? She's a
good girl living in Reseda. There's a freeway.
That's the 101, by the way.
Yes, yeah, the 101. I love that song, Tom Petty. I loved it because I grew up here, and I grew up in Los Angeles, and it's very rare to meet somebody that grew up here because...
I know, and I'm not just here. My mom literally grew up in Hollywood. She went to Hollywood High. She had a house in Hollywood. That's literally how close this is. My grandparents bought a house in Hollywood when they first moved here as immigrants, and they bought
From where?
From Bulgaria and Greece.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they came from New York from there, but that's where they were immigrants from. But when they came to here, it was on Woodrow Wilson Drive, and that's how they got the name Wilson.
Shut up.
No, that's how they got Rita Wilson. So that's kind of, no one really knows that story, but because they didn't want to keep the last name Ibrahimov because that was my grandfather's last name. It was very Bulgarian.
Do you have to say it like that? Ibrahimov. You can't just say Ibrahimov.
I don't really know how else to say it without a rolled tongue.
Ibrahimov.
Ibrahima.
So they lived here when it was all farmland and it was like dirt roads, right? Like, I mean, the valley was all farmland and like.
I mean, it was like the 50s.
Yeah, like the roads. There wasn't like a lot of roads. Like, I mean, this is like dirt roads over here. Like before when Barney's Beanery first opened up a long time ago. That's when Jim Morrison used to go there. There was like dirt roads still.
Yeah, it's crazy to look at. Like, I mean, I used to work at a restaurant up in the hills, and there's a picture from 1912 because it was still there.
Right,
And I'm like,
I love that.
That's insane. There was like carriages.
Are you talking about the Mexican place?
No, it's a place I would
Mexicali?
rather not talk about because I don't like it.
Oh, okay. We don't want to promote them.
No, we don't. But so anyway, but yeah, I grew up in LA in Reseda. Then I moved to the Palisades for like high school and college. You know, I basically did not travel very far for high school or college.
You didn't want to go anywhere else? You just wanted to stay in LA?
I did. If I was going to go across the state for college, across the country, I would have just gone to New York. But like, I wasn't going to go to anywhere in between. I was like, because I thought it was going to be a place I was going to like want to live there. But I'm like, I should have just treated it as like college. And it's like, it's only 4 years, like live in a different place. But I was like, nope, this is the rest of my life. I have to work. No. And I was like, so I'm like, but I would have gone to New York had I known if my family would pay for me to live there, but that wouldn't have been the case. My mom would never have been able to afford it.
It's funny to me because you went to Loyola Marymount, right? Or
Marymount, just Marymount.
Marymount, yeah. And I know somebody that went to school there, and I don't know why, but we were just talking about random stuff because I went to Notre Dame. And we're just talking, and all of a sudden, they brought you up. I didn't even say your name.
Oh, yeah, you told me this.
Yeah, and it was like, oh my God, she was so talented. It was like, she was, I don't know, she was a... What the fuck was that?
You gotta ignore the sounds.
Are you drunk?
Every 5 minutes. Are you drunk?
I'm gonna buy a clicker every time you say
that. Well, I have to.
And then I'm gonna count your likes.
Oh, yeah, I was drinking last episode, and I said a lot of likes. But I grew up here in the valley, yeah, like.
Not that there's these print articles about me. All I'm reading is how bad my, like...
What?
Saying
Thought
like,
process in it.
Yeah. Just that's a perfect example.
How
bad my thoughts are.
Your vernacular, or what? What do you mean?
How I can't put a sentence together. No, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just. Sometimes I lose train of thought mid-sentence, and then I'm, and it's like you can tell that that's happening on print because you're just doing a run-on sentence.
When you write, do you have space between paragraphs?
You're saying it too. You just said like again. Like is such a common thing. You grew up here too, right?
I grew up in San Diego more, but I was born in LA.
Yeah, you were born in LA, so it's a like thing, and it cracks me up when people just say it so much. But the last episode, I got a little bit buzzed. And when I start getting more buzzed, I start saying like a lot. And there was a moment where I was cringing just listening to it. I was like, stop saying like.
I know. Well, now you know.
Yeah, now I know. And now you know. And you just said it right now a couple times.
I like turtles.
I like turtles? Is that what it says?
I want to talk about LA stereotypes. In this segment, we're going to talk about LA stereotypes.
Okay.
And go ahead and put that up, CJ. Like, I went to Denver, Colorado, and I did a show out there. And I remember I was talking to the person that booked the show, and I'm like, yeah, well, how far is it? And then they're oh, that's right, you're from LA. You don't like to walk. And I got offended by that. I got annoyed. I was like, I just said I was annoyed by that. I was like, what do you mean I like to walk? I'd rather keep my car still. I don't even want to get into my car.
Yeah.
I barely visit my family, and they live in the valley.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to.
If I could avoid my car at any cost, like I do. That's why I only like to work That is why. What?
You said like.
I said that is why I only like to work.
Yeah.
You could do that, Rob.
That's the correct.
That's correct.
Correct use. Yeah. Now I lost my train of thought. But no, yeah, just working in an area like I can only do like a 5 mile radius. That's it.
I don't like to travel far.
I don't like to travel far. I like to ride my bike everywhere. I'm very active, so anytime I can ride my bike and not drive, if I don't have to carry something, then I do it.
I do love that one time you were riding your bike and we were going to your place you were riding your bike. I didn't say like. You were riding your bike, and CJ and I were in a car, and you're like,
"Oh my god, I
like,
remember
I'll get
this."
there before you guys. I'm like, what is she talking about?
I was
She's
like,
crazy. And then there goes you pedaling along, and then we're stuck at a red light.
But you were so like just.
You mean?
But you were so very like. Like
just go.
Yeah, and then we're sitting there,
and we passed you. We actually passed. I go, oh no, she's not gonna beat us.
Yeah,
What's she thinking?
what is she thinking? Then we get to Highland or whatever, and you just zoom past us. Son of a bitch.
She's texting. She's like,
yeah, exactly. You're texting.
It's so much more fun. You know what happened was I went to New York, right?
Yeah.
And I did not have a car, and it was
Did you live in New York?
Torture. Yes.
Yeah. How long?
Well, I lived in Jersey for 6 months, and then I lived in New York for the rest of the 2 years, so a year and a half. And I was in East Harlem, okay? And I wanted to be on Manhattan, and the only place I can afford in Manhattan was East Harlem. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to get a place on East Harlem, and I could ride my bike everywhere. It took me 10 minutes to get to Midtown every time.
Oh, that's
So
good.
I was like, this is the best thing ever, because if I chose Brooklyn or anything across the waters, it would have been a whole thing riding my bike over the waters and stuff. So that was a no. But I'm happy I did it. It just made me such a more... I think I'm a very good biker now. I can avoid anything.
Yeah, it was very much when we were in the car. It annoyed me. How is she beating us? And then
I'm paying for gas.
Yeah, exactly. I hate when people give these stereotypes. And did you grew up in the Valley? You said Reseda.
Reseda and then the Palisades.
Do you hate the fact when people talk shit about the Valley?
Not really, because I did for the longest time.
Really? Really?
No, I really didn't.
What?
I didn't hate on it. I just, when I was in high school, I was like, done with the Valley. And so I basically did not ever want to go back there.
Get out
because
of
it's
here.
hot. It's hot.
It's hot. Okay, that's about
I
it.
hate the Valley. 'Cause my brother lives in the Valley, and he doesn't have a fan. I'm purchasing one just to have for me there. It's that bad. Like, I hate it.
He doesn't have air conditioning? Like, what
Actually,
is
they
he
do.
poor?
Well, I don't want to mess with their air conditioning while they're sleeping because it's going to affect them. So, it's like, okay, there's a child that they're going to be freezing while I'm like, I run hot.
It's not that bad, though. The Valley's not that bad.
What do you mean it's not that bad? I love the Valley.
Yeah, in my adult life, I know this now, but in my child life, I was maybe hating on it a little
hate
more.
it. Even as a child, I hate when people talk shit about the Valley. I hated Entourage when they were, oh, you're going to the Valley. And I get it. I hate driving there. I hate driving anywhere. Anything longer than 20 minutes is like I gotta pack a lunch. Like it's just it's too far.
But there's really beautiful places in the North Valley, like Chatsworth, Simi Valley, those
Born
areas.
Capital, yeah.
So pretty, like very wide open spaces and mountains. It's very beautiful.
Yeah, the suburbs. I like Laurel Canyon.
Suburbs,
The
yeah.
suburbs are great.
Laurel Canyon is not.
I've never heard anyone say
when you
it.
get
when you get down.
Laurel Canyon.
Wait,
I
should
love
we talk
Laurel
about
Canyon.
all
The
the ways
canyon?
that you can go to the valley, you guys?
Yeah, Coldwater Canyon, Beverly Glen. Let's talk. Let's talk.
There's
Let's
also
talk shortcuts.
How about Outpost to Mulholland?
Oh, that's a secret one.
Yeah,
That's a
no one
secret
does
one.
that.
Now you just exposed it.
Damn.
Now our 100 listeners are going to be like, "What the hell? Now we got a new spot."
And when I put this up,
That's
there's
a
traffic.
good way if you're just going to basically like North Hollywood and the freeway
That's
to
where I
get
grew
on
up,
is
yeah.
terrible.
Yeah.
Then that's what you would do. Let's take Outpost to Mulholland.
Yeah, outpost right there. Yeah, exactly. And it's so, but that's what I just love the Valley, and I hate when people talk shit about it, especially when people that move from like Kansas and then they come here and they're talking shit about the Valley. It's like, get the fuck out of here. Why don't you go back to Ohio or wherever the hell you're from? Like,
No, I understand what you're saying, and I think that it's because they just heard it from someone else.
Exactly.
Oh, we should not like the Valley because the Valley's for poor people.
yeah.
And it's so stupid because as a real estate agent, I was trying to convince people that lived to live in Studio City or Sherman Oaks, you share the same mountain.
Tim Allen lives
Hollywood.
there. No, but Tim Allen, Bryan Cranston. I know all this because I work for a limo company and I pick them all up, and they all live out there. There's so many celebrities that live right there in Studio City.
Even Encino, like the mount. But I'm talking about the mountains that border the valley from the west side. Those, it's like you're sharing the same mountain. So who cares what side you're on? And you get drastically less rent or less, a mortgage. Like it's and people are just like, nope, I cannot have the name Sherman Oaks or Studio City on there.
Yeah,
it's
my brother's in Sherman Oaks.
Really
he
dumb.
sees celebrities all the time too.
Yeah, they're all out there, and it's a great place to live. It's a great place to raise a family.
Better bang for your buck. You get way more space.
Stay away from Hollywood, where you see people shitting on the streets, and it's like
you saw me.
So you saw.
There's one street I love. I think it's like called Valley Glen or Valley View, something like that.
Are you talking about Valley Glen? That's Van Nuys. That's another name.
No.
Oh, the street.
It's just north of Ventura. Between we sound like the Californians. It's just north of Ventura, between Laurel Canyon.
This is
and
what I love about
Coldwater.
you. I love this about you because you do these crazy voices, and that's how I met you. And you're like, I'm like, who? And then you're doing Eminem.
It's like Tourette's.
Yeah. And it's so weird because you're talking to her and you're like, hey, what's up, Carly? I don't know. Like, it's just doing all these crazy voices. I'm like, dude, I'm just saying what's up. Like,
Hi.
Do you think?
What goes on
maybe
through your
that's
mind?
why no one wants to date me. I'm just like a wild card.
are you like that in bed? You're like, oh my God. And it's crazy. You just put yourself out there and it's always great.
I know. I am a weirdo. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, but we're all weirdos.
Yeah.
We are all weirdos. I mean, but let's get to the LA stereotypes. Let's see the top 10 up there, and let's see what Carly and I agree with since we're LA natives.
People from LA treat cars like extensions of themselves.
No.
I'm reading them. What do you want?
No.
I didn't write it.
He's like, shut up.
He goes, why'd you write that?
No.
Shut up, CJ. Please.
Get out of here. All right.
But, I mean, do we? No, we don't.
No, because I think people that are rich have very economical cars sometimes.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And then they can go the other way.
But I don't treat my car. I never talk about my car. That's
Yeah,
the thing. It's like
me too.
I just use it for transportation.
Correct.
So yeah, okay, that's a stupid one. Okay, go to the next one.
I'm just reading here. All right. Everyone in LA worships coffee.
Worships is a strong word.
Yeah, that's a little bit like there's no church of coffee. Or
All right,
whatever. There's a lot
moving
no. I'm just saying that let's stick to like Starbucks. Starbucks are everywhere. I get that. You can't go like I've seen Starbucks across the street from a Starbucks, which is blows my mind. LAX.
I know. I have too.
Oh, yeah.
I will say, how about this though? In an extension of that one, I will say that people will spend the most money on coffee here.
Very much so. I buy my coffee at 7-Eleven. I don't even care.
Me too. Something in the table.
I go to 7-Eleven. I've talked about it on the show. I go to 7-Eleven. They're like, oh, 2 donuts and a large coffee for $2. I'm like, sold.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, exactly.
But people will literally go to Alfred and get a $7 vanilla latte.
Oh,
that man's
and
never.
it drives me crazy because I'm like, you realize it's this much espresso and the rest is milk, which is how many cents a gallon?
Right. Like all these rich assholes.
When do we get off? Because the cup probably costs more than the coffee inside.
My girlfriend is
I got nipples,
from.
Bam. Can you milk me?
Where do you find these so fast?
It's so random. My girlfriend's from Baltimore, and she worships coffee. Like, she loves coffee, and she has to get coffee at Starbucks. She gets constantly. And I'm like, dude, he's like, you drink from very snobbish. Like, you can't believe that I drink from 7-Eleven coffee. It tastes great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and people complain about it.
That's what they say about Dunkin' Donuts coffee too, right? But I don't.
Is it good or is
They
it
say
bad?
it's great. They say it's great.
Yeah, I mean it is good.
mean, Nespresso pods are $1.25 to $1.35 now.
Yeah.
The Nespresso pods are now $1.35 or $1.25 is the lowest, and that's for just the one pod of coffee that you have at your house.
And you got to buy a packet of it.
Yeah.
And that's what I have at my house. And that's what my girl gets, and I get annoyed by it. I mean, I get it. Like, I drink it, but even the other day, I didn't drink coffee the entire day. She's like, what? You didn't drink coffee the entire day? I'm like, yeah, I just didn't want it.
Yeah, I can go without it as well. I think you're the same coffee drinker as me.
I can drink a yerba mate.
Coffee time.
Yeah. Go to the next one.
Yes, everyone in LA is vain.
Vain?
I wouldn't say vain, but like, aren't we all? It's 2023.
But yeah, isn't society vain? I mean, everyone's like going for the likes.
Social media,
Yeah, the Instagram.
Everyone thinks they're the most important person in the world.
Exactly. And there's people in Ohio. There's people, I always say Ohio because it's such
Drew Carey. You're a Drew Carey fan. I get it.
What?
He's from Ohio, Drew Carey.
Oh, yeah.
Drew Carey, can I tell you, he tipped so well. I waited on him once. He tipped $200 on just like a regular lunch. He had like a business lunch, and I was like, what a nice guy.
Yeah. You know, funny thing about Drew Carey is I ran into him when I first started doing stand-up, and I was at a strip club, and he was there by himself. Like, he went in the back room for like a long time, and then came out, and I was like, hey. He's like, and I'm like, hey, any tips for starting comic? He's like, write a joke every day. And that was it. That was his tip. Yeah, I was like, thank you, sir. But yeah, I mean, vain. I think everyone's vain, though.
I do too. I think it's just the day and age. Everyone's very much obsessed with themselves. They're all trying to become something. I feel like people think their worth is so important these days in like a public arena.
Right.
Like, they will not. People don't want to be just behind the scenes anymore. Even if you're a photographer or you're someone that's very private or something, for example, it's like, you want to still be known as that private photographer. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I do know what you mean. There's people that, like, on Instagram, like athletes right now, female athletes are getting sponsors, but it's because they look good. It's not even about how good they are in the sport.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
There's a volleyball girl.
Yes.
And that she's tall. She's a cute girl. I remember seeing, I was like, oh, she's super cute. But I'm like, she's probably super young. But she's super tall, and she's like...
Did you have your pants down when you were watching it?
Were you drunk?
Hey.
Thank you! Yes!
Hey, that's called a callback.
My pants were up. I wasn't sure how old she was.
Okay, but still.
Okay, what's his name?
Pedo?
Lost train of thought over here.
Epstein? All right, relax.
No, the guy, Jared. From Subway. Have you seen that documentary?
I
want to see that.
Want to see that.
My
it's
God.
on Netflix. Netflix, I think.
You guys, though, it's pretty terrible. Terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Terrible.
It's terrible, I tell you.
But vain, I think everyone's vain right now. I think a lot of people are vain. And it's just social media, and that's it. So is it an LA thing? I think not. People in New York, people in other places, Austin, whatever the hell where Rogan is, there's vain people everywhere. Everyone's getting Botox.
What's the definition of vain exactly, though? I want to know because, if you can look it up, maybe. Only because I'm thinking vain, because are we talking about being self-centered and kind of like all about ourselves?
Having or showing excessively high opinion of one's appearance, abilities, or worth. Their flattery made him vain.
Yeah. So you just think you're exceptionally amazing.
I am not vain. Look at my body. I don't...
You know, this is a good description of me. I like this.
I needed to know what it said in the good old Wikipedia or dictionary.
Webster. Not
I got the W's and the D's mixed up. Sorry.
Wikipedia can put whatever they want on there. So
that's what I've learned.
Yeah,
I've learned
you can put
that.
whatever you want on there. So it doesn't really mean it's factual. So it's like...
I wonder if I have a Wikipedia.
You probably do. After what just happened to you, yes, you probably do.
Oh my God.
Oh, I was mentioning, I think I saw it on your Instagram. You posted some merch.
Oh, I did!
Yeah, it's awesome.
Look, it's so silly and I'm so embarrassed because I make fun of people that like, they say one thing
like
and they put merch out. But it was my one...
What's your merch say?
I'll sport that shirt, man.
I should have more camera time. I'm good.
All right, Rob.
Okay.
And try not to... I hear some...
I know, I just rolled in. Chill.
Oh, okay.
Chill.
My bad. Just trying to give you some more camera time. I'm fucking with you. I don't know how to post that. Go.
How can you hate on that when it's like I'm an actor?
Everyone in Los Angeles is a new age hippie.
What does that mean? Could you we might have to edit some of this, but go
Yeah.
ahead. What does that mean?
I can't read this one. Whether it's a penchant for
You don't know how to read?
No. Penchant for healing power of it's too close of crystals.
Oh,
doing Tai Chi.
yeah.
The crystal steins. Yeah.
Not
My sister is a big believer in the crystals, and like she talks about them, and she's and then
This one has bad juju. Or this one's bad vibes.
I don't know how many times I hear Mercury's on retrograde. It's like, dude, shut up. Like do you believe in that stuff?
No, I'm not into the crystals.
smart.
Yeah, I don't get it. It's just clutter.
Yeah, like crystals. like she's like, I met this guy, and then he had a crystal in his pocket, and I was like, oh, and we're like soulmates. Nothing worked out after that, but still, it's like, just shut up with this stuff.
Yeah.
It's dumb, right?
You have a stone, you son of a bitch.
Are we going to go through all of these?
No, we're gonna go quickly. That was done. We're done with that one.
Everyone in Los Angeles will laugh at your gadgets.
Gadgets?
Gadget.
What does that mean? Like,
Inspector Gadget.
and this is exactly what I was talking about with the voices. Do you do this? What was your life as a kid?
I'm such a weirdo.
Inspector Gadget.
I what was I like? Yes! Inspector Gadget. That is great.
Go to the next one.
The next sound effect?
No, not the next sound effect. We're almost
What
done
were
here.
you like as a child?
Everyone in Los
Yeah,
Angeles.
I'm just like, this girl must have been crazy.
Okay, I was a definite. I love a stage. I'm a ham. My mom called me a ham all the time because
Yeah.
I'm a freaking weirdo, and I loved showing everyone how weird I was.
So, like, what were you?
I guess that's called a comedian.
Yeah, I guess you're a little bit of a comedian. Yeah, like I said, you're a comedic actress, and I think that you should get more parts. But I don't know, for whatever reason, this is such a tough industry. It's like I don't understand how you don't get parts because you're very talented.
Yeah,
And with
thank
the voice,
you.
no, but like you can.
Goodness.
I
with the voice-
appreciate that.
yeah,
Yeah, no, with the voice and stuff too, and the like, because we both come from kind of a comedic background, and just doing like physical comedy, I think, is our thing.
Yeah,
But the voice too.
Yeah, your face expressions. You're like almost like a.
Police. The jokes.
You're like a female Jim Carrey to some extent.
Yes, that's what they thought on the show.
Look at the face there.
Oh,
Alrighty
alrighty then.
You're gonna talk out of your ass.
Wait, no, my favorite line of Jim Carrey's is, "Hey, they're yours, both of them."
What's that from? Wait, what's that from? Oh,
All right then, bye.
you know, I actually, my buddy
That was Dumb and Dumber.
Derek and I quote my buddy Derek and I was doing it all day at work today. Well, maybe I shouldn't have come at all. Jerk off.
That's Cable Guy.
Yeah. I was doing that all day today. So
My favorite is Ace Ventura was like, Ventura. Yes, Satan? It's like, it turns around.
There are so many
He's
from
gonna add
Ace
these clips
Ventura.
on. Yeah. He's like, I need a breath mint. So far.
Who? The her. I could do that one.
All right.
Oh, don't do it.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Bring it.
The who? The her.
for those of you who are not watching this, she's making the faces as well.
I look straight into the camera.
All right, next stereotype.
There's no rules here. Next stereotype.
Let's go through this.
You're obsessively healthy, except for burgers and tacos, I would say.
Yes, I think that's true.
That is very true.
Yes. Were you drooling when I said burgers?
I was tasting
You were tasting the burger.
the carbonation from my drink.
Oh.
It was, yeah, I believe that's true.
That is very true.
Yeah.
It's true for myself because I work out so hard. But look at like I've given up on my body. Like I just like I don't treat my body like a temple. I treat my body like a bouncy house, like a bouncy
You
house.
cannot be ugly in Los Angeles. It's impossible because there's too much competition.
I'm pulling it off.
So many good-looking people with good-looking bodies. It's really bad if you don't look as hot as that. But also, I'm old, so
You're not
I
old,
get.
first of all. You don't look old. And I'm in a relationship, so I just don't care anymore. I'm not trying to get laid.
Correct.
So,
I always gain weight in a relationship. Always.
Exactly. And I just don't care anymore. I'm not trying. I'm just working out for my family now. Like, it's like a different thing.
So I don't die early.
That's exactly true, though. That's the only reason why I'm working out. Like, I want to, like,
You
I want
don't want to live?
Yeah, I want to live.
Fine, I'll live.
I don't want to be fat and I don't want to have pre-existing conditions.
Correct.
And that's, I don't want to be diabetic. And that's why I do work out and I try to eat right. But at the same time, I'm like, you only live once. I want a Sunday.
I'm the same way about food. I generally eat very healthy. I cook my own food. I'm a cheap ass about going out like 3 times a day for food or twice. I don't know.
I love
Do
how
people
you're
eat
thinking in your
twice?
head right now.
Do I eat twice a day, or normally what I do is I try to like starve through the morning,
Right.
and then I eat one meal that I may or may not just purchase, but usually I try to cook it, and then I will not pay for dinner.
Fasting?
Then.
Is that what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like coffee.
That's an LA
with
thing.
the exception of coffee.
Yes.
Coffee.
Coffee.
That's
See-
my LA accent.
That was LA? Cool.
No.
No, that's New York. Coffee talk.
Long Island. Coffee.
Everyone in Los Angeles worships the sun and sea.
I don't even go to the beach. I haven't been to the beach, I would say, in over 2 years, maybe, or a year and a half.
What?
Yeah.
You sounded just like the
Oh
Marjorie
my
Taylor.
God! That's shocking.
Really?
That's cray.
That is a little weird because you have a child. It's nice to be out there. Like,
No, I keep on talking to my girl like we gotta take the baby to the beach, but we just haven't gone.
Baby to the beach. That would be a great song.
Pause.
Baby to the beach.
Pause.
Baby to the beach.
here.
It's like in the 80s, Burt Reynolds was sexy with all the chest hair, this and that. And then later on in the 90s, it was like everyone's like, oh, you got chest hair. Like, I actually waxed my body twice when I had a built body, whatever. But I waxed my body, and I remember, like, later on it's growing, I'm all prickly, and it's like, yeah, and then when you're with a girl, it's just like, oh, like, and some girls still find that sexy. I don't know about now, but I don't know. I was very like body dysmorphia because of it.
Okay, well, there's nothing better than going into the ocean and swimming and just looking out at the end of the world. It's amazing. Not the end of the world, maybe. Well,
What? What do you think the world's
Like,
flat?
no,
What are you talking about?
like you're at the edge of your
It's
like
not
country.
flat.
It's like it's. I always feel very like. You're at the edge of the world, like the edge of the sand, the literal edge of the sand, you know?
Yeah.
It's
You what?
this is so ridiculous. You know what I mean?
No, I don't. You're like the edge of the world, and you see the ocean.
Because it's like it's just a horizon in front of you.
It
So
scares
you're
me.
like
It
when you're
scares me.
in the water, you just feel at one with nature. You're like, this is the edge of the world.
I do love the ocean, and I do love the feel. I played a lot of beach volleyball, and like I love it, and I love the feeling of being there. And it is. Thank you. But it is a great feeling to be out there, and the air. And it's
like people are scared of sharks and whatnot and all this other stuff. Bullshit. But it's like I can't date a guy that doesn't want to
right.
go into the ocean. I think that's very weird.
oh no, I would always go in the ocean. I love it. I almost died in the ocean. I almost died in the ocean. I remember body surfing. And I loved it so much, and I still do. But it was a moment where I was just so gun ho, and I got flipped, and I think my head hit I had a bruise on my head, and I could hear like cracking, and then I remember getting up, and everyone's like, "Are you all right?" Like that wave like destroyed me, And I do fuck with the ocean still, but not as much as I used to.
Okay. Yeah, if you've had some kind of traumatic experience, like, that makes sense. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I definitely don't like when people are pussies and won't go in the water.
Oh, no.
You know what I
I
mean?
go in the water. I love the water. I love the ocean. I love when the water's clear.
That's me being a real LA girl. I'm like, I'm not a surfer per se, but I do boogie board quite well. I do a lot of water sports. I can water ski. I can wakeboard. I mean, I'm a
So
jack of
if
all
there's any
trades,
single men out
really.
there,
I'm not plugging myself, am I?
These are the voices that I was talking about. This is how she breaks into voices.
I thought I accidentally pushed the sound effect button right there.
This segment's about pet peeves about driving in LA. What is... I'm going to start out with mine because it's something that just annoys the hell out of me. And it's like driving in Los Angeles. When I'm driving like to work, I'm driving to Inglewood or whatever, and I'm driving, and everyone's on their lane, like everyone's in their lanes, but there's the far right lane where there's no one.
Nobody uses.
Yeah, and I don't
Why?
get it. Exactly, and I'm always like, you fucking.
I was just about to say this, but on a specific street and spot. Because on Highland, when you turn from Sunset,
Yes,
and you go north,
yeah,
and you're stuck in that 2 lanes up until 7:00 passes. You're stuck in those 2 lanes, okay? But there's one moment where you can zip on through that parked lane, and it's free from there on out. But no one realizes that because they're freaking tourists.
or they're on their phones.
Yeah, and they don't move, and I'm like, ugh! And as soon as I can get through, I'm like, ah, and I can get through to the 3rd lane.
What are you, a superhero?
No, but like I'm like, get me out of this lane, and then I finally get to the 3rd lane, and they're like, oh, you can go all the way to Hollywood from there.
Where,
You know
is
what
this
I mean?
an old person?
Yeah.
Oh, you can go to Hollywood from there.
You can get all the way
Sorry
to
about
Hollywood
that, Sonny.
Boulevard from the 3rd lane. I did not know that was open.
It drives me absolutely insane. I know exactly what you're
Yes,
talking about,
yes.
and I get so annoyed by it because especially when I'm driving and I go and I'm like, what? You guys are all stupid. Like, you guys are all just like sheep. I hate using that word, but sheep. It's like you guys are all sheep. You guys are all
It's
just
either that or they're highly distracted in the car with whatever person that they're in the car with or whatever it may be.
or
Because
they're
sometimes,
looking at their phones.
yes, sometimes if I'm in the car with someone and I'm having a conversation, like I'm not as like aggressive and stuff, but holy moly, like when people come off the freeway from Highland and they go all the way down, they're always in that right lane to turn right and onto Franklin.
You're right.
And I'm
I
always
know.
like, why are they lining up like off the freeway?
Oh, I've seen
I'm
that.
like, there's 3 lanes you can get, and then there's even a lane you can sneak onto at the very last second, and no one will hate you for it because it's literally an open 3rd lane that just appears.
Exactly, and then that's exactly why I get annoyed. And then it would clear up traffic to some extent.
Correct.
Oh my god, I get
The
so
other
mad.
thing is, like, I mean, this is an obvious one, but like the no turn signals is really annoying because it's like nope, I thought of a better one. Okay, so this one really, really gets my gears. What's the phrase?
Grinds my
gears. Okay, so when you are turning left and people see a green light and they will not yield to the green light because it's a green arrow as well.
Right.
So they think it's only a green arrow. And then when it turns green, they don't yield and then go and turn left at the red light when it turns red. They just sit there and wait for the green arrow. What the fuck? I'm always like, go! And then sometimes they will literally be like, oh no, I'm not gonna go. Like, okay, like there's one specific light and there's always one. Highland and Fountain. Think of that one, okay?
Okay, yeah.
Turning left if you're heading north. People, like, if you get stuck, you are gonna be there a long time.
Exactly.
But if you quickly get to the yellow and see the countdown, you can see the countdown.
Yeah.
Thank God for the countdown.
Yeah, but people don't use the countdown, and I flip the fuck out, especially when I hate when I'm like going up and it's like I said like
Oh, I've been counting.
Are
you drunk? Like.
I will stab you.
Sorry.
No, when you're turning left and they don't move up.
Yes, they don't yield. That's what I mean.
It's like move up. You're going to make a left. I want to catch us 2 cars, maybe possibly 3 cars can go, but they don't go.
No.
Or
they want to go. They don't want us to be in the middle of the intersection because they're babies.
Exactly. And what pisses me off too is when I honk at them and they're, what? I can see them flipping out. Yeah, you fucking drive, man. Just go.
But I've seen people abuse the really long lights in LA and Hollywood specifically because they're tourists, obviously. So it's like they will just, because they want to take advantage of looking around, they will literally just slow down. It'll be green and then it'll go yellow and then they'll be so far away and they will still just be like, nope, I'm just going to stop.
Yeah.
Rain Man.
I will, yeah.
I'm like, will you beat the light? Beat the light. Like, oh, this is what I am in a car. I'm like, I'm aggressive.
It's so weird, right? Because when we get in a car in Los Angeles, this is a stereotype that's true, but I don't know, for whatever reason, we feel like a superhero when we get in the car because now we can talk shit to everybody. But we're only talking shit to ourselves in the car. But you fucking moron! Like, and this is me. I do this a lot because I'm trying to show them, like, what are you thinking? But I don't know if they understand what I'm saying. But I'm like, what are you thinking?
There's so much, especially in Hollywood, that I think they just don't get, or they don't know what will make ameliorate. Wait, is that the word? Ameliorate? Ameliorate.
What is that word?
It means to make better.
Okay.
Ameliorate the
She could have said anything after
Check
that.
Oh, yeah, okay.
To make the roads better, because I mean, if you're not reading the signs, obviously no one's parked from 4 to 7. Just get in that third lane and make. Obviously, the reason why they're doing that is so the traffic can spread out, so that we can have less
traffic. And it blows my mind that it happens all the time. Everyone in Los Angeles, you can make a right on a red light unless it says not to. Very few streets have that, but
if it's a red arrow. If it's a red arrow, you cannot.
Yeah, or if it says do not turn right on this lane, whatever. But I will honk at people. I'm like, and then they don't understand why I'm honking, and then I'm just like, dude, fucking go.
Like, how about the La Cienega Santa Monica light? When you're heading south on La Cienega, trying to turn right on Santa Monica, no one wants to turn right because they're scared of the U-turnies for coming from going east.
But there is no U-turn there. You can't make a U-turn there.
Well,
and
they
you can't even make a left there. And when people make a left there, I start honking at them because it says do not make a left there. On La Cienega and Santa Monica, I lived right down the street from there. That was my cross street. And I hated people and I wanted to kill people. And I don't know what it is, but like I said, when we're in a car, all of a sudden our anger just...
Wait.
I become a different person.
I have a really good one.
Okay.
So when people abuse the carpool lane, I get jelly. Do you ever get jelly?
Have you ever got a carpool lane ticket?
No, because I
got
never.
a carpool lane
ticket. Oh, you're that guy.
I did it once.
You do it all the time.
No,
you did it once and you got caught.
It once. I never will do it again. I got a $400 ticket. I was working for the limo company, and I was pretending like I was talking to somebody, and I was like,
and you had tinted windows, of course.
And I was like, I was doing this whole act out. And this cop was like, wait a second, and I'm like, oh yeah, I was doing it, and then all of a sudden this highway patrol pulls me over.
Didn't you have tinted windows?
Yeah, and then he looked at my car and he's like, yeah, there's no one back there, and I'm like,
oh, I abide by the rules.
It was
for the most part.
$400. I will never do it again. I paid my debt to society.
That makes me angry because I hated people like you on the road.
Why are you going to the airport? Flying somewhere? You're just doing
my acting must have been horrible because I was just driving. Oh yeah, that's a good one.
My hair's turning into a...
Okay, we're almost done.
Are we?
All right, Carly, we're going to go right into one of the things that's happening right now in your life. This segment is you've gotten a lot of exposure. You were on a show called Claim to Fame. We have a clip of it, which you've probably seen already.
What clip are you talking
Yeah,
about?
well, I don't.
Wait,
We have the clip.
Wait,
There's
are we
a
doing?
clip?
Are we
Yeah.
doing
No.
We're doing
No.
meltdown or?
Yeah.
there's a clip.
Yeah, you know the.
She's like, is she like this?
I just
I don't
fooled you. Did I just fool you?
I'm like, does she not know? I think everyone's been talking about
Yeah,
this.
I actually fooled you.
Yeah,
Could you
I know,
imagine,
I'm like,
could you
for a
imagine she
second-
didn't know about it?
Yeah.
I know. What clip are you
Are you talking about
about?
exposure? No, it's great because I know you, and it's a different side of you that I don't know. Maybe this happens when you have a relationship with a boyfriend, and maybe you flip out on them.
I will say to the sexy single men out there that I am not like that to my men. I am. I promise. I am
Is that your
an
sexy
even
voice?
keel person. I'm just down to earth. I only get upset, and I'm just a passionate. I think passionate is the perfect word to describe me.
Passion is at the perfect
I'm a
time.
passionate person, and I have multiple personalities.
So
no,
beware.
I'm actually just. I was very upset. Can't someone be upset?
I gotta say-
wanted to do a reality show. I wanted to do games and eat bugs and
That being said, I actually was going to try to do a challenge for you here because I know you're upset you didn't get to do the challenge. That's the main reason. I was like, you know what? That's the fun part. So that's when I saw. I was like, all right, I would have loved to do a challenge myself because I love challenges, darts, cards, everything.
I'm competitive. I'm athletic. I'm smart. I thought I would have been such good television.
They're missing out.
There's
They're
a
missing
reason
out.
why I asked you to do videos, and
Do you think that, like, I want to know from an audience perspective if they think that because I do hear that people think it was very easy and obvious. Have you seen the episode?
I didn't see the entire episode.
Yeah, I just rushed. I
I've
just
seen
fast forwarded to
parts
your
of
parts.
it.
Then fuck all. Fuck y'all. Okay.
No, I fast forwarded to your parts on the episode.
Yeah, I just saw your parts, and
But
then
you don't
when you were
understand
walking
the game. Then
you were
there's
looking at-
gameplay involved.
yeah,
y'all.
and
that's what you're
and then
upset
it gave
about.
away the bench, which I've talked to other people about.
And
you,
the ping pong paddle.
Yes, I said that
And
many times.
All they needed was a box of chocolates, and you would just have it would make a mosaic of Tom Hanks's face.
They borderline
Yeah.
had Tom Hanks' picture there.
I literally, it was the most frustrating thing ever to see that and then have other clues where.
I do like that you were trying to lead them differently. You're like,
Hold on,
what
should we
does
watch
this
the
mean?
clip?
Yeah, just watch the clip.
Wait,
The thing is like, I don't even have as many followers as all these other celebrity relatives. I have the least amount of followers.
Oh yeah,
Because
Because honestly, I didn't even know you were related to him until like you don't go around saying that you're related to this person. So I really didn't know. Like I was shocked when you told me.
No, I do it. I go, hey, you know Carly Reeves? Tom Hanks.
Wait, you didn't really know?
No, because you never told me. Because you
But
don't.
people don't like do their research now these days. Not
I
that I
didn't
like.
I didn't Google you. I didn't.
Yeah, when we do the skits, I was actually like, let's get her on the show. She's fun. That's it. I wasn't.
Yeah,
that wasn't-
It's not like it's definitely not easy to find, but it's not the hardest. If you go to my IMDb, the only thing it says it says niece-in-law of Tom Hanks. So it's connected to Tom Hanks. So I figured if I met people, whatever, that's the first thing they would go to.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I just don't. I've never Googled people.
Yeah.
when I meet
you
them.
don't- What are you doing then?
Yeah.
No, I actually don't vet. I didn't even vet you today.
I don't vet people. I don't because, like I said, when I asked you to do stuff, I just saw what you did, and in person, like you were just funny. You were just doing these voices. I'm like, this girl's fucking hilarious, and I'm
Or fucking crazy.
Thank you for confirming that to
Yeah.
the haters out there
Yeah.
because people really think that I am wild and I'm animated and I'm
You
like, yes,
are.
I am.
Yeah.
But they think, they're saying it like it's a negative thing, and I'm saying like I think thank you. I'm like, thank you.
Yeah,
Because
it's a
they're saying,
compliment.
they're like, she was, but I think in a game is what they're saying. I should have been less animated.
No.
But I thought my strategy was like, if I was just saying, like, there's no way in hell Tom Hanks is in this house because he's just, I wanted that to be sort of my strategy. But since you all didn't see the thing.
Yeah, but I honestly, when I'm 100% being honest, like I liked you just because of who you were.
And that's what I strive for.
I didn't like you and then later on you told me that, and when I found out, I was shocked, but at the same time, I can see that, but I didn't care. Like that's why I wanted to do videos with you. I didn't know until later on.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just from personal like experience with you, drinking with you, and just that's what was so funny. And you, I mean, you're nice. You're kind. You're not. You're earnest. You seem like.
Did you say earnest?
Humble.
Yeah, earnest. Like not earnest goes to camp, and just earnest. Like you're very humble, and I knew you were. I think the first time I met you were talking about going to a Dodger game, and you were in a box. I'm like, how the hell did she get tickets to the box? But obviously now I know. But at the same time, I was like, wow, that's freaking cool. Like
I think I even invited you, didn't I? One time.
Yeah. So, but that's what I'm saying.
I like to bring all sorts of new people. I never bring the same person twice to those things because I'm even grateful to get tickets to go.
Yeah, and that's what I didn't even know, and it's still after you told me, it still slipped my mind, and because he is somebody that I looked up to, like growing up, Joe versus Volcano, whatever else. We're not going to talk about it much, but
that
either
documentary, Castaway.
Documentary. Is that your joke right there?
Have you even said who it is? Do the listeners know?
It doesn't have to happen.
Tom Hanks? Yeah. It's Tom Hanks.
Have we made that clear?
Yeah. I think everyone knows already. Bosom Buddies was one of my favorite shows growing up. The beginning of the show, everything about that. When cross-dressing was... I mean, they were revolutionary, I guess. They identified as females back then. So,
and it's like everyone does love him, and I get it that people are mad because they see this meltdown that I had, and they are like, "Why is she tainting the family more?"
But I don't think you tainted them. You reacted the way you would if you lose.
Correct. I lost $100,000 in my eyes.
Exactly.
No one sees that in my perspective. I am a broke bitch.
No, but in reality, no. You wanted to, like you said, you're very competitive. So that's
like I did the show and I had no job to go back to. Like that's how. It's hard. It's people don't get it. They think that you are just. I'm like royalty, and because I've descended from this guy, Forrest Gump. Like this guy that everyone loves, and I'm trying to be so. That's so hard.
No,
to
you're
not be
humble.
distracted
You're
by.
a humble. No, you're a humble person. I'm like, you don't even. I didn't even know. So you don't need.
No
it
one
wasn't
ever
like, hi, my name's Carly Reeves. I'm related to this person. That would be
If
stupid.
you
That's how I
did do
met
that,
you.
that would be so funny.
Yeah.
And people are also making fun of me because I said that I emailed Tom, and I'm like, and they're like, how unpersonal.
Oh, when the person said that, she probably hung out with him 5 times.
Oh, yeah.
I saw that.
I was
And
like,
people came at you left and right, and I don't. And look, let's watch the clip really quick.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's
All right,
watch
ladies
yourself.
and
Watch it one more
gentlemen.
time.
Right.
Cut this down when we edit it.
Is it still filming me?
Here's the thing. I actually no, it's not. Whatever
not?
this is, whatever this is, it's
Whatever's
filmed.
on there, then film me, bitch.
Okay, sorry. More camera time.
More camera.
And you got it. I'm fucking with you. Give me a second.
That was actually perfect.
Hold on.
I helped you. Hugo,
Big screen.
who do you think Carly's claim to fame is?
I think your celebrity relative is. Tom Hanks.
Well, let's find out if you're right. Everyone,
right, we
please
gotta
take a
fast
look at
forward
the
a little
screen.
We
All
gotta
right.
do all this?
So we're
wait.
not doing the whole thing. So boom, now they put
Right here.
So now they got.
Carly,
Wow.
I just
He
think you're
was
like
correct.
the games, the challenges, the everything.
congratulations, Hugo.
I
It
wasn't
is Tom
seeing.
Hanks.
I didn't even look at his face. I couldn't see you guys.
Carly, I am sorry. That means you will be staying in the house, Hugo, and staying in
I
the
was
competition.
hyperventilating,
You
y'all.
may take your seat.
Y'all.
I'm not kidding. This was real. I was so sad. I was
Well,
like, I have
Carly,
to go
please
home.
tell us, how are you related to Tom
Wait,
Hanks?
I'm gonna say, like, again, I'm gonna say it. Like, pretty much, you're like, fuck yeah, I'm on the show. I'm gonna fucking kill these challenges. And you're like this, all right, I just checked in. And then you gotta go.
Yeah.
That's it. It's fucked
Nobody
up.
Especially in the first
understands.
episode. No, it's the first episode. You don't want to
Yes.
be the first person out.
Correct.
There's only 12 people, right? Is it 12 or 10?
12.
12 people. Yeah, you're
You're on a game show essentially where what you have to, no one wants to be the first one out.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like I was embarrassed and humiliated. That's how I felt because I felt like it was so. Can I say fucking?
You can say whatever.
Yeah, you can say what.
Fucking obvious, and I didn't say fucking then.
You,
Because that's one of
said
my
it now.
But the thing is like I was almost trying to contain my rage, and I thought by saying frickin' kind of did that for me. It was the one thing that was like, it was like the rubber band that didn't like quite snap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if I said frickin', I wouldn't like start throwing shit.
Can we get the
I love
glass?
this.
Can we-
No,
Do you know what I mean?
No, but I get
I
it.
was so mad.
I understand.
Because if you guys, okay, if you're related to McDonald's, okay, Ronald McDonald, and you go and you see a fucking board and it has the golden rings,
arches, yeah.
like, are you kidding me?
I don't like McDonald's.
Like, that's how it felt. It felt like I had no way out. I had nothing else.
They
Uh,
could have
could-
put a volcano.
A volcano.
They could have put a
Anything.
man dressed in
But
drag.
it was clear that I was supposed to go first. I think that they wanted.
Do you think that's what they
I
wanted
don't
to
know.
do?
I'm not going to talk
gonna
about
post that. I'm not
production.
gonna post
See,
that.
now we can't. Yeah.
I can't talk about
I'm not-
production, but I'm saying that I think that they could have kept me longer if they wanted to.
Yeah, and I think that you should have been on there longer.
Yeah.
'Cause I
Longer?
did see
wait,
that.
wait, longer? I hardly know her.
Okay. This guy. Are you
What are you
drunk?
talking about?
Yeah.
Longer? I hardly know her. Come on.
You know how
You
CJ
just did it
is, you guys?
twice.
Can I just tell the audience a little bit about CJ? CJ will, like, out of nowhere, text me at, like, 3 o'clock, 3:28. He'll be like, podcast?
Did I do that?
Podcast?
Oh, podcast? Anyone? Anyone?
Podcast?
Anyone?
Anyone? Like, 2 words. Or he'll be like, let's do it. Like, one.
I get,
Does
and
he
that's
do
what-
that?
when he does that to me, I'm like, are you drunk? Like,
She's like, now she's gonna say.
yeah, exactly. But that's that should be your T-shirt. Is are you drunk?
Podcast? Oh, are you drunk?
Yeah,
I like that.
because he does that with me. And,
He's so funny. I love
yeah.
it. And
ADD.
I
love him. by the way.
sympathize with you or empathize with you, whatever the word is. Empathize. I empathize with you because
I hope you're okay.
I have ADD as well, like major. I once wrote a check for my rent and I didn't even finish the check. I started doing other things. I was like, I started the check and then I was like, then I got distracted. I started doing something else. I did dishes, I think. I cleaned.
Did
like,
you send it in like that?
No.
Oh.
I was like, did I write the check for rent? And then I realized, I know I started the check. And I was like, but maybe I didn't finish it.
She's on a plane. She's like this on a plane. It's going to like Nevada or something. She's like, I think I was
So-
supposed to do something.
So I'm no joke. I went and I looked in my checkbook thingamajigger, and sure enough, it was halfway done.
People that are millennials, a checkbook is something that people used to write before
Wait,
Venmo.
but they still have to write checks for rent, don't they?
No,
Or do they just have
Zelle.
condos now? Do they just have their parents' money?
Yeah.
Do they have condos or their Instagram money? Or how about their TikTok money or their YouTube money?
Okay, well, go on. Continue with the.
I'm not bitter.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah.
I'm not bitter.
Tom Hanks is my uncle. He is obviously one of the biggest actors in the world. He's always been there for me.
Oh,
and
that's you.
not
Oh,
only
look at
is he
you.
So kind, but he is so funny and he's
All
so
right, that's not
smart.
what
He was smart. He played smart, so I give him credit.
I actually
I
didn't
think
see
we
that
all can
part
say it here.
twice,
This is
so
hard.
that would have been
It is a
nice to see,
competition.
actually.
Wait, you want to see this?
I hope you
No,
go
it's okay.
home
I'll
because of
find
that.
it.
All right. I didn't care about this. I just love your I just like when you scream. That's amazing.
All right, here.
I
When
like
you're
saying
walking
the
away.
better
I've seen this a
part
couple
before.
times.
And I didn't even know if I was supposed to leave or what. I was like, should I
like
just
that.
keep going? And then I was just like,
12 has become 11.
Right here, when you
Congratulations.
scream, they all
This is
react.
hilarious.
Are that
It's
much
over here.
closer.
this is hilarious. I don't even know if they.
It's after this.
This is so
What?
funny.
Right there.
These freaking clues are so freaking obvious. Freaking bench. That's the freaking poster of freaking Forrest Gump. Are you
Oh.
kidding me?
She's screaming, she's screaming, she's screaming, she's screaming.
Why a bench? Why a bench? There's literally no reference in the bench on any other movie. Even Gabriel found that out. He's not even like, sorry.
For real? That's cold.
And that face, Chris's face right there is legendary.
Challenges.
So again, it goes back to the challenge.
And guess what? I really, you guys, people think that. I mean, I can't say what really happened, but you know, think about it. There's a lot of editing going on.
No, because I
There
know.
is, there
That's
is, there is.
reality.
First of
TV,
all,
yeah.
watching it, I could actually see you weren't saying that at that time. They put it over here.
You know what? I was going up the stairs. I would think I was saying those things. Honestly,
I think I was saying those things. If I wasn't, I'm about to say those things.
you know, guys, I was in such a blackout rage. I was just so mad. I felt like there was just no chance. I had zero chance from the second I walked in and saw that fucking bench. I was like,
I'm trying to think of what other, like, there's no iconic benches.
that's what I'm saying.
It's-
and then
it's-
someone brought up bench warmers. I'm like, what? Was that a joke?
Were you related to Nick Swartzen?
It's a joke.
yeah.
I think it's a joke.
David
I have a
Spade.
question. So,
But I mean, do you understand like that actual park bench had to get like moved into like a Smithsonian like a it
Yeah,
was,
I know. No, I
it's
get
so
it's in
iconic.
front of Bubba Gump,
Yes.
shrimp.
Oh,
Like,
that's
it's like,
right.
Jesus, it's really unfair to you, and I would be as enraged too because if I had a chance to win $100,000, and the reason why everyone is on that show.
And
is
it's
for-
1994, so most of them kids that were on the show, like they've heard of Forrest Gump or they've seen Forrest Gump or you know.
No, their family showed them Forrest Gump. It's in the poster. It's
So fucking annoying. I know, because some of them are like 22
I'm
years old.
sorry.
I'm like, they're still too young to
Yeah.
even been born during Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
But still, they still know it.
yeah,
they still
because
know it.
they watched it as a kid. It's been on TV all the time. There was a moment in time where that was on TV constantly,
single year.
just like Infinity
My mom
War.
always said,
Life is like a box of
chocolate.
chocolates.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You never know what you're gonna get.
They might as well put a box of chocolates, and then that would have given it away as well. So I'm sorry that happened to you. And
I know. It's like, I really think to start with the best and most iconic thing of Tom's was like one of the clues they should have done. I thought they were going to do later on. Like I was prepared for chocolates and a volleyball. And I was
volleyball would have given it away as
Yeah.
well.
correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
It's
I was
Castaway by
prepared for
himself.
all of these things, you guys. I prepared. I was thinking of every Tom Hanks clue
What
they
if they
could
put
use.
AIDS up there or whatever? I'm just
Or
kidding.
Philadelphia,
Yeah.
like the state of Philadelphia, or like even the mask that was on there that could have been Joe versus the volcano, but I think that's a stretch. But
That's
it could have been
stretch.
it's a stretch. But there's also a captain. They could have put a captain. They could have put a freaking military guy. There's so much they could have done, and they didn't do any of that.
you guys had no technology or outside
They had
world.
to do the dumb, like all they were missing is Forrest Gump on the bench.
Yeah, and I.
Sorry, and what did you say, CJ? I'm sorry.
They didn't have any technology like where you could reach out to that world, like no.
You
cell
didn't have phones or anything like that, no, to look up stuff. Like, they could have looked up your name. But they knew your name, though, too, right?
So you have a choice whether or not you want to use your name or not, and so I can lie to throw people off and say that my name is. I could have
Samantha,
said Danielle.
whatever, yeah.
Danielle's my middle name, so I would have been like Danielle. And so I could have done that, which in hindsight I should have done maybe, but I don't know. I don't know. My strategy did
How old was
change.
the guy that solved the clue?
He's like 23.
I don't know. There's some shady stuff going on.
I think they like the younger kids.
Well, my
they
buddy,
they used me for ratings, and here we are.
I do have to
No,
say,
but
my
you-
coworker though, my coworker actually seen that episode or whatever. What we just saw.
Meltdown?
Yes, the meltdown.
Meltdown.
Sorry. And I was like, oh, really? You saw that? How do you? He's 21, and I'm like, oh, you're watching the show? All right, cool. And then he started talking about Adam West, Batman. Like the series, he watched all of those, so he's watching old school stuff. He like a lot of the young kids are liking the
Watching Adam West, really? That's what I used to watch
all
as
of
a
them.
kid.
He watched all of them. It's my coworker right now. He
Oh.
watched all of them.
What a weirdo.
Right?
Yeah, because that's when superheroes looked like me. They had the body like me back then. Like
Whoops, sorry.
You're
superhero
fine.
bod. It was a dad bod, you know? Like, I don't know. I'm sorry that happened to you.
Yeah.
I
It was
think-
terrible.
And I wish you would have won the money. But the thing is that they screwed up. And I'll tell this to ABC if they're listening. But you could have had her on the show. She's hilarious. And I think you would have worked out well with everybody there. And I think that you would have made the show funnier. Because you were funny. I didn't watch the entire episode, but I watched clips of it. And I liked the way you were interacting with everyone. And I mean, even now, like, you're just a funny person.
Oh,
and,
thank you.
No, yeah, it sucks. It sucks,
It
and
does.
I'm sorry.
It's just unfortunate, but it's like if this is the
So-
publicity that is I'm gonna get.
As
it's
someone that's won $100,000 on The Price is Right,
I know.
I would have been devastated if the last question I got wrong and then I didn't win the $100,000. But yeah, that's
And
messed up.
someone yeah, I agree, but it's not the same. But it's so similar.
Yeah,
That was a good one. Yeah, that was a good
that
one.
was a good one. See, the other one's not good. That was perfect.
Sorry.
I think that sound is funny in any instance.
Yeah, like when you're having sex.
If you're having sex, yeah, and you don't come or like it doesn't.
When she doesn't come full.
So you had fun.
All right. We're gonna go to our next segment right now. We're gonna go right into this segment is Scandival.
Oh,
Okay, because I know that you worked at Sir, and tell me about that. Like you got some stuff to say about that.
no, I mean,
I know like Okay, this is what I know so far.
okay. Tell
There's
me,
Ari-
tell me what you know.
Are you Team Ariana or Team Raquel, or is it Rachel? Because I guess they refuse to call her.
Raquel's her fake name.
Oh, how do you know?
Oh, I know things.
Oh, you? Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I didn't think CJ would know that.
It became a big deal when they found out it was like a fake name, but like really, it's so stupid.
Yeah, but you worked at Sir and you worked in Vanderpump World or whatever. You were a manager?
I was. It was my first time managing, so I made some mistakes.
Is
but
this
like,
before the cameras were on?
nah, I got hired and they were filming like that summer. So I was.
Did they know you were related to somebody or no?
I don't know.
They probably didn't.
I don't tell
No,
people
but
this.
That's what I'm saying. So they hired you specifically on your looks. And
no,
then wearing
on my
LA vein.
managerial
That's
skills.
fucked up, Rob. How
And
dare
my
you?
looks. My
Oh,
managerial skills first and foremost. Okay.
Thank you.
But actually, Lala Kent I did talk to her because she knew my cousin Chet. And so I asked Lala, I was like, or she said, so I'm like, Chet, my cousin, right? Because she knows, it's just like,
So
chain
they-
of people.
Yeah.
But she was cool, she was nice.
So
like,
what was that like, your experience working there?
I mean, I loved it there because I was a manager. So I wanted to make the team better and I wanted the restaurant to be better. I really wanted to improve like sales and people coming to the place and just people's like ideas about it and the reviews and stuff. I was like really invested in like really trying to make it better, but it's not, and I come from fine dining, so it wasn't really a place that I could do like fine dining in a sense because
Right.
it's not
Is it
it just
party
didn't, it's not the
atmosphere?
culture, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like every restaurant has a culture and it just wasn't the culture, and so like it's fine. Like we just had a difference of like managing, I guess. I really wanted the staff to know like how to open up a bottle of wine. I thought that was pretty like
Yeah, that should be
standard.
Yeah.
yeah.
I was a waiter for 3 months and I sucked and I didn't like.
I mean,
knew
but
about how
asking,
to.
I don't think I was asking too much, but it seemed like I was asking too much because I was like asking them varietals and if they know even what, like to differentiate a white from a red. Like, I don't think a lot of the staff couldn't do that.
They can look at the color.
Oh,
It may have changed since 2018. I am not going to throw it under the bus right now, okay? I'm not throwing it under the bus. because-
Vanderpump Rules. Hire Carly back. Come on, bring her back. We have an article. They just talked about you recently. It was on Us Weekly.
So funny though.
No,
I mean, it was such a great time in my life because I thought I got to do the thing that I loved, which was, be in the hospitality industry, but also like work at a place where I love Lisa Vanderpump, and I'm not gonna lie, I've watched like Vanderpump Rules before, so
like every female,
I'm not gonna be like
my girl.
and I'm an actor, so of course I'm thirsty. If you want to call me thirsty, I'm fucking thirsty as fuck, yo. I'm so thirsty. I would love to like have been on the show.
I think you would
but
have
I
been
didn't
great on the
make it.
show.
It's all good. I'm not mad. If they would love to have me back, if they want to include me somehow, I'd be fine with it. But I'm not like, hey guys, hey.
I'm not sure what that is. Give me a second. Sorry, hold on.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is Carly.
Can
This
I
is
hang out
Carly.
with you guys? Hey, VPR. Can I hang out with you?
Yeah.
What were you imitating? A cat?
No,
Or-
just like a really creepy person that's like trying to hang out with people that are already friends with each other. They're already all friends. Like, that's the thing.
And
Not-
then
not
so
anymore.
you were like an outsider, and then
I was. I mean, I knew them from,
right. So like what like so people that know, it's like there's Team Ariana, Team Rachel. They're going through their 11th season. Everyone's fascinated by this because it's real time cheating. I guess like
real time cheat.
Yeah, but it's real time
Not
cheating.
anymore.
No, not anymore. But it was real time cheating. This guy got caught cheating, and then the show like lasted longer. Like,
He had to get paid to get on that. I would have been like this.
Brian Krantz. I've met Tom Sandoval. I've hung out with him a couple times. Yeah, I didn't even know who he was. But I didn't even know who he was. I just saw people coming up to him asking like to take a picture, and we're drinking.
He's like,
All right, so Tom Sandoval, I've hung out with him. I'm not saying I'm good friends with him. We don't exchange numbers, but it was like twice I hung out with him. And I just remember people coming up to him and asking for his picture. And then when I posted his picture online, my sister was like, "Oh my God, you know Tom? And it was like, she was like flipping out, like, "Oh, you hung out with him?" And it was like, "Yeah." And
is she from Ohio?
No, she's from the Valley as well.
Oh.
No, but she was flipping out because it was like she was so impressed, and I'm like, "Who the hell is
Why?
this?" Because she
They're
loved it.
WeHo. They're WeHo, like celebrity.
Yeah, but is he from here? Is he from Los Angeles? No, he's not.
He's from freaking like Chicago or
Exactly.
something.
All these
Or Detroit.
all these douchebags are from somewhere else, and they come here and they become the LA stereotypes. That's the way I look at people
And
a
he
lot.
tried
ruining
modeling. He started modeling and all that stuff. I mean, so they are all what do you call them? Transplants.
Yes.
Yeah, like all of them.
And
Lala's
that's what
from Utah. Katie's from Utah. Ariana is from
Nebraska.
No, I actually don't remember. Sheena's from Azusa.
They're ruining the
That's
LA
not really-
name.
She says that she's from LA though.
She's from Pasadena.
But I love Sheena, so don't talk shit about her. I'm not talking. I love Sheena,
I
but
just love the fact that you're like, she's from Azusa. like it's like some other state you need a passport or something like that. Like Susan.
Because people don't understand the LA border. Like the LA freaking border is, if you go past Pasadena, or like I would say Arcadia is the farthest. Okay, east. Let's say that's the east-north border. Okay, the north. I would say the west border would be like Chatsworth. Simi Valley, even I would consider.
No, no, please.
Calabasas.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes. No.
And then,
everything. Yes.
Only for
I
the
agree with
South
everything
LA,
you're saying.
the southernest most of LA is gonna be. Drum roll, please. Long Beach.
Thank you. Yes, that's the farthest you can go.
After you get to Long Beach, you are not in LA anymore, honey bunch.
I went to school in San Francisco, and I hated when people say, I'm from LA. I'm like, where are you from? OC. I'm like, that's not Los Angeles. It's like, that's why I always hated like the
I
Angels.
don't even think Long Beach is really LA, but I'm pushing it a little bit. I'm still pushing it. I'm pushing it just for the LBC people, because I love LBC, but it's the motherfucking DLG Snoop Dogg.
SNOOP.
Oh, we can keep going. Okay, so are we still talking about Sandoval?
Yeah.
ADD
I know I
at its
have an
finest.
ADD like major.
All right, so yeah, we're still talking about Sandoval. So what about it?
Oh no, I have no thoughts. I just think like
He's a worm with a mustache.
True that. I love all the cast members. I really, truly do. They've all been very nice to me. The only one that hasn't been very nice to me is Tom Sandoval, and that's it. That's the truth.
Why was he rude to you? Or
He's just never been that guy that's like acknowledges me in my presence, because we go to a lot of like shared events. Yeah, like shared functions. We have the same friend. I'm friends with like Kyle Chan. You know, I go to a couple parties that they go to and stuff, so I see them a lot.
You dabble.
I dabble.
She's
and
dabbling.
So it's a little weird. They probably think that I'm like, I don't know, following them
Dabbling.
or something. But I'm like, no. I just have my life. But yeah, he's just never been like very nice.
I mean, he seems like an outcast right now, and the way the show's going is.
And they're filming right now.
I know they're doing the 11th season, and that girl Rachel Raquel, whatever, she's like negotiating. I had to look up stuff before I did the podcast. She's negotiating whether she's going to do it right now. My girl's into it. I think it's funny. The guy Kennedy, the DJ,
James.
Yeah.
He's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
We have the same birthday.
really.
How cool is that?
Have you seen the clip? I was trying to look it up online and I couldn't find it, but my girl showed me it, and it was on Instagram. And then he was DJing some like event, and he's like playing the music, whatever. And then all of a sudden he's like, "Scandival's a liar," and then the crowd goes crazy. It's insane to me.
And it's now like one of the biggest hits.
Yeah,
Scandival's a liar. It became a TikTok hit.
And I can't find it. No, you're not going to be able to find it, CJ.
Scandival's a
looked it.
I told you that on the last one.
No. But look up the clip right now. The clip that I sent you, because I think it's
I love that you're recording. So you're recording it on.
I think it's hilarious. This cracks me up. Have you heard this?
Wake up.
Look at it.
I'm gonna be
Is it just weird or is it a worm?
Why is he ruining this song? This was my favorite song in the 90s.
It's a good song.
It's such a good song.
He's doing an accent.
The only reason why people enjoy it is because they're good fucking songs.
Yeah, he didn't write it.
No, he didn't do nothing.
He's doing karaoke.
He's doing karaoke on a stage.
But you hear his accent. Okay, I just want to stop it.
I would walk 500
When I wake
miles.
Okay,
Sorry, I
stop
was trying to do the harmony and it didn't work.
Stop it. That video makes me laugh because I think it's hilarious that he's trying to do an English accent.
He was.
Yeah.
Well, I would walk 500 miles and I would. Yeah, he was like,
Why'd you stop?
and I would walk
Stop.
500 more to feel a mile. Walk 5,000 miles and more. Oh, not yet. It's on the next verse. It's on the next verse.
No, you killed it. That was really good. I think
Can we go
hold
to
on.
the taratas though? Let's go to the taratas.
No.
Tarata.
All right, guys.
We gotta get carried away.
We're done with this.
We have to do this again.
I know, we're gonna have to do this
But
again.
everything you just did right now is exactly why I think you're fucking hilarious. This is like you just did your face expressions, and I could see why people thought you were related to Jim Carrey. It's like, hold on.
Yeah.
She's Tarzan.
Yeah.
Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba.
All right, now in this segment, we're gonna go right into it, and this is the moment that I've been waiting for because I know that you can do this. We're gonna talk about first impressions. First impressions are basically the segment on the show is when people do their impressions, like whatever your best impressions are. I don't know. I know you have a library.
Okay,
of them.
I have.
All right, this segment we're doing, I call it first impressions. It's basically someone's going to do an impersonation of whatever character. We're going to say, don't tell us the name of the person. We will.
So excited.
You're gonna guess it. You're gonna guess it.
Yeah. We have to guess
Oh,
it.
this is easy then.
Okay, well let's see. Let's see.
Okay, ready? Here we go.
Okay.
Do you ride a
Chris
teeny
Tucker.
tiny bicicleta to school?
Jeez.
Do you ride a tiny bicicleta to school? What?
If you don't know this,
Okay.
Wait. You gotta do another one on that.
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Oh no, we did not guess it. I don't know how good this is. All right.
Well, no, it's probably hard.
Car, do you ride
Oh.
a teeny tiny bicicleta to school?
Oh, that there. I got the school part. That's Cartman.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's Cartman.
Thank you.
I don't know if that was amazing though.
Okay,
I was expecting
it was
better
rusty.
from you.
It was
Okay.
rusty.
Wait, hold on. What's your jumping point? How do you get there?
What?
Like, how do you get to that impersonation?
Oh, so how do I get to it? I'm like, I have to tighten up my throat a little bit,
Yeah.
like as if you're almost taking a shit. But it's like
you got. No, see, I can't do it.
it's like because he's kind of raspy.
Yeah,
he does
yeah,
have a
yeah.
little raspy.
Uh-oh, here comes...
He's kind of like, do you ride
A tiny bicicleta
Yeah.
to school.
And then I could do Butters. Hey guys. Hey
That's
guys.
pretty good.
Hey, can I cut over your ass? Okay, guys.
That's good.
Okay, you let me know. Okay,
That's
bye.
way better than Cartman.
All right,
Yeah.
that's... you should start with that.
Yeah.
Okay, right. You can
No,
edit
actually,
it that
I take
way.
that. I take it back. You should start with Cartman because it's like now you impressed us. You didn't like give away the farm.
Hey, let's do a shout out to South Park.
Yeah, that's a-
Trey and
that's a
Matt.
sh- yeah,
Trey and
yeah,
Matt. in
Yeah,
it up.
they-
you
Look-
ride a bicicleta?
I could do the Cartman mom too.
Okay.
He's like, oh, poopy pants! Don't you say that! You know mommy loves you very, very much. Poopy pants. Ma, you're so annoying. Just lick my balls. Lick my balls.
That's what you should have started with.
No, I like the way she did it. She did it great. No,
that's the one you should have
You
started.
just want to kiss my ass, Mom.
Hold
Did you
on.
take me here to the best bar so you could just kiss my ass? Remember when
Do
he
the
tried to
Casa
get-
Bonita. Do Casa Bonita.
Oh, Casa Bonita!
Yay! This is the best time of my life! Yeah, Casa Bonita, Casa Bonita, Casa Bonita.
Okay.
Okay, wait. Okay,
Okay.
I'm not gonna even attempt that.
And then wait, no,
Dude.
that Poopsie. So that's Carmen's mom, and then Kyle's mom is more like, wait, who's?
Are you just doing all South Park? Do you have someone else?
Oh, okay, I got someone else.
Yeah.
Oh, baby, how was I supposed
now.
Is that Whitney Houston?
It's
Britney Spears. I actually was trying to name someone else.
She sounds like Katharine Hepburn.
Leave Britney alone!
Okay, stop.
I'm going to. That was fun. That was good.
You committed to that. That was amazing.
I know.
That
Once
was
I
a-
commit, I can't go back.
Leave Britney alone!
I could do Eminem, of course, too, but that would take all day.
No.
We should just do
what do you got? What else do you have? Because that was fucking.
Now, in the Bible it says, thou shalt not watch two lesbians in bed, have homosexual sex, unless, of course, you were given the consent to join in. Then, of course, it's intercourse, then it's bisexual sex, which isn't as bad as long as you show some remorse for your actions, even before, during, or after performing the act of that which is normally referred to as such, more commonly known phrases.
No. Stop.
Wrong used by today's kids in a more derogatory way, but who's to say what's fair to say and what not to say? Let's ask Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre, I got a question, if I may. Is it gay to play
Putt
football with a pig and watch his butt when D's off? But I ain't done yet. The football's quarterback yells out while he reaches in the grown man's ass, grabs on his nuts, but just what if it was never meant? It was just an accident, but it tripped, fell, something as penis went in his teeny tiny little round honey, and he didn't mean it, but his little weeny flinched just a little bit. And I don't need to go into any more details, but what if he pictured it as a female's butt? Is that
Okay,
gay?
she wasn't kidding.
I just
She'll
need to
keep
clear
going.
things up. Till then, I'll just walk around with a manly strut, and that's it. And then it goes into the chorus.
Oh, see, I love Eminem, and I'm a big fan of Eminem. That was fucking really good. That
Was my gateway into Eminem. Like how that one song for some reason I memorized it, and I was like, I am gonna love him forever.
Yeah, if you guys look up Carly Reeves on Instagram and you watch her Eminem impersonations, they're spot on. I mean, Eminem is one of my favorite artists.
I know, we connected on that.
And I've always loved him. And you knock it out the park. It's really great and it's entertaining to watch you do it. And right now you just did it, and that was great. Any other impersonations? That's it?
Oh, I could do Christina Aguilera.
Why did you stammer?
All right, guys. Carly, I am so grateful. Look, before you were even on Claim to Fame, we just talked about this too. I was going to ask you to be on the show, so I didn't even care about that. The fact that you were on that is a bonus.
I know.
And I would have asked you to be on the show because the reason why we've done so many, look up Carly Reeves. We have so many sketches. She's game to play everything. She's funny. She's hilarious. Any other handles or anything like that you want to promote on here that you're on, or?
I'm trying to do more TikToks, and I think it's the same thing. It's Carly Reeves. My Instagram's it's Carly Reeves. I don't do Twitter, but it's Carly D Reeves. And then, you can find me. It's easy.
Yeah, and plus, I mean, you've gotten so much notoriety right now, and I think that I don't know, hopefully this leads to something else, and I think that it should, and I hope that people notice your talent, because it's really unfair, because I mean, I've been doing this for a long time too, but there's sometimes there's hidden gems, like a diamond in the rough, and I think that's what you are. I know you're related to somebody, whatever, but like I said,
I never relied on that.
But
and I never have.
And even before that, I was asking you to do the videos. I never asked, I didn't even know until later on. So I just saw you as someone that was so talented, and I don't know, it's really great, and you're a sweet person, you're kind. I think you're getting a bad rep because of whatever, because of your the mental whatever.
The mental breakdown.
Because of your mental problems.
Because of your mental problems.
No, the mental breakdown you had on television, but I think it's justified because
It was real. It was authentic.
Exactly.
You know, like, I don't think you see that a lot in people where they really break down. And I won't get into like my suffering and my details of my, where my state of being, but it's like, yeah, it was devastating in the moment. And of course I'm just going to react like it was like my world was ending. But if this is going to make people like look at me and see if they like me, that's great. Like I love that would be great exposure, but I'm not trying to be anything I'm not. I'm always going to be 100% like myself.
Yeah, no, you're a real person. And I think that you've been like that, and you're nice, you're kind, and I keep on giving you these compliments because I think right now you're just getting so much shit from people, and people don't know who you are. And I hope that people watch this or on YouTube, or if you're listening right now, this is the real Carly Reeves, and these voices that she does have always impressed me, and that's what drew me to you, and that's why I was like, oh, this girl's fucking really talented. I'm cursed.
Slim Shady, please stand up.
Guys, please subscribe to segments. Please listen. Give Carly Reeves some love. Robot Killers, look us up. CJ, thank you so much for not being drunk for this one.
Yay! We got through it.
No, it was a great episode. I really had a good time, and thank you so much for taking time to do this show. And I know right now you're being pulled left and right because people want to interview you. So thank you so much.
It's crazy. Thank you so much for having me.
You're from the Valley.
Fuck the Valley. It sucks.
Fuck you! I will stab you!
It used to suck. It doesn't suck anymore.
No,
Let's just say that.
Yeah, she's from the Valley. Thank you
Like
very
in the
much.
90s, it might have sucked.
Yeah, no.
Not even then? No?
He's defending it 100%, dog.
I'm always a happer.
No!
My brother's there. My nephew's
Thank you.
there.
Please subscribe.
Yes,
Please like.
thank
Please
you,
share.
guys.
Thank you so much.
Woo-hoo!